Sunram. Sunram finds it. OC left pocket three on the way. Tickles it Twine.
Now it's Matty Bass on the drive. Bass, nice move, and Bass with an easy layup.
To the feet, Ruppel brought back down. O'Connor, though, lost the grab and down to the mat. Ruppel with a chance for a pin with a minute 15. There it is.
Pick and roll, Kaloran. Hooks it underneath, and a bunny for Hannig.
Side to Charlie Shaw. Shaw looks right, drives in, attacks the double team, and splits him for the layup.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening and welcome to Gwinner, North Dakota, the site of tonight's District 1 Division B boys basketball contest between the Barnes County North Bison and the Sargent County Bulldogs. We will step aside and we're going to be back with pregame coverage here on yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Winter Conference 2025 is Wednesday, January 22nd at the Avalon Center in Fargo, North Dakota. You can register at planterdoc.com. Engineers, agronomists, and product experts will share insights focused on improving farm operations. Stay ahead of the curve by learning how to maximize your efficiency in the field with solutions for every season. Register for Winter Conference 2025 at planterdoc.com.
Anderson Seed Farms Incorporated is your local LG Seeds and Dairyland seed dealership. They offer the latest traits and genetics in both corn and soybeans along with alfalfa. Anderson Seed Farms is also a certified seed conditioning plant that grows, conditions, and sells Westbred spring wheat seed, which was the top grown spring wheat in North Dakota last year. If you'd like to know more about these industry-leading products, contact Anderson Seed Farms in Foreman at 701-724-3601 or check out AndersonSeedFarms.com.
Sargent Central Public School, helping others create themselves, things, and opportunities. It's home to a variety of wonderful opportunities, including a 24/7, 365 community wellness center, a 3rd through 12th grade smart lab, free pre-kindergarten, 1-to-1 student devices, and 12 weeks paid parental leave. For more information, please visit sargentcentral.org. Good luck, athletes, and good luck, Sargent County Bulldogs. Together is Central.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
For yourliveevent.com, I am Nick Furch, joined by my cameraman Connor Olson, and I want to welcome you into our Stock Growers Bank broadcast booth. Stock Growers Bank is your small town bank and big time partner with the Stock Growers mobile app. Experience banking at your fingertips anytime, anywhere. Bank near so you can go far with Stock Growers Bank. We've got an exciting District 1 matchup here this evening as the 5-3 Barnes County North Bison are coming into tonight's contest off a victory their last time out against Kidder County. That victory on Tuesday snapped what had been just a short 2-game losing skid. As for the Sargent County Bulldogs, they're coming into today's game after picking up win number 1 on the season, their last time out against Wyomere Lidgerwood on Tuesday. A big third quarter helped propel Sargent County over the Warbirds, so they are looking to increase that win total from 1 to 2 here this evening. Had a chance to talk to head coach Dawson Schmidt for the Bison, and some of the keys that he had for his team. They are out one of their original starters, the senior number 50, James Jewett, is out of the lineup here this evening, so how are they going to be able to adjust? And he had told me that they're really focusing today on their identity and what they need to do to improve on their 5-3 record and pick up a win here on the road. How are they going to be able to adjust? They're going to need to get those rebounds and really limit turnovers. He has said prior to that win, their last time out against Kidder County, they had lost 2 in a row. So how are they going to be able to kind of get back to this identity of taking care of the basketball, being able to rebound well and efficiently, and most importantly, he highlighted his junior guard, number 1, Jason Schlenker, as well as his senior forward, number 14, Parker Amon, as 2 players that he is really hoping will step out and have solid performances here for the Bison. As for the Bulldogs, I had a chance to talk to head coach Ryan Weber, and one of his big points that he talked to me about is really building on the performance they had against Wyoming Lidgewood. As I mentioned, a big third quarter performance. They had scored only 19 points in the first half of that game, followed by 21 points in just the third quarter alone to surpass that first half total, and then a good, strong finish. Some clutch free throws from Jace Fury at the end to help get them to a 4-point victory over the Warbirds. So how are they going to be able to build on that? As I mentioned, with James Jewett out, they do lose some size for the Bison, so that should be an advantage for Sargent County. But how do you stop Amon? How do you stop Schlenker? And most importantly, what are we going to see performance-wise out of players like Michael Hoisted and Jace Fury? Michael Hoisted with 20 points against Wyoming Lidgewood, Jace Fury with 18. He has about 18, 19 points the last 2 games that he has played for Sargent County. So how are those 2 players going to be able to perform? But also the young guys for Coach Weber, players such as Cole Fury, Hans Hansen, Eli Olson, some of those young guys who have been playing pretty well here the last couple of games, at least bringing energy and juice. We'll see how they perform. We're going to step aside, and we'll be back with the starting lineups here on your live event after a quick break.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
Your home for the North Dakota District 1 basketball tournaments is yourliveevent.com.
Up by 1, bounce pass inside Kadoon. Kadoon takes the ball screen jumper from 14, got it to go.
The girls tournament tips on Friday, February 14th from Valley City State University. Boys tournament gets underway on Friday, February 28th at the North Dakota State College of Science.
Hand off now to Rayshawn. Earl takes a ball screen, left wing. Earl, dribble, pullback, 3 on the way. Nothing but twine.
That's the District 1 basketball tournaments on yourliveevent.com.
Now let's take a look at the starting lineups first for the Barnes County North Bison. Dawson Schmidt is rolling out. First off, number 1, the junior Jason Schlenker. Number 4, a senior Dylan Piatz. A junior number 11, Grady Barkley. A senior Parker Amon. And a junior number 24, Zayden Remick. As for Coach Weber, the crew that he is putting out on the floor here this evening, the junior guard number 0, Jace Fury. The 5'9 senior guard number 2, James Trainer. The 6'1 senior guard forward combo number 24, Michael Hoisted. The 5'10 freshman guard number 31, Cole Fury. And the 6' senior center number 54, Robert Mund for Sargent County. That'll do it for our pregame coverage here from your live event. We'll be right back with the announcements of our starting lineups from the floor. You are watching on yourliveevent.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
All right, at this time, let's welcome the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Barnes County North Bison. Starting the door, he's the junior number 1, Jason Schlenker. They go to senior number 4, Dylan Piaz. Number 4, the junior number 11, Grady Barclay. Number 4, the senior number 14, Parker Allen. Number 4, the junior number 24, Zayden Remick.
Once again, the starting lineup for the Barnes County North Bison: Jason Schlenker, Dylan Piaz, Grady Barkley, Parker Amon, and Zayden Remick.
Now, let's make some noise for the home team on the scoreboard, your Sargent County Bulldogs. Starting the guard, he's a junior, number 0, Chase Fury. He's a senior guard, number 2, James Traynor. Senior guard, number 24, Michael Hoysted. The guard, he's a freshman, number 31, Cole Fury. The center, senior number 54, Robert Munn.
And once again, the starting lineup before the Sargent County Bulldogs: number 0, Jace Fury; number 2, James Traynor; number 24, Michael Hoysted; number 31, Cole Fury; and number 54, Robert Munn.
Association. From the Valley City Association, please welcome Lance Lopes, Don MC, and Rochelle Trigger.
Lineups are set. Hoysted and Amon set to tip it off here. And Hoysted wins the tip. Traynor comes down with it, and the Bulldogs will start off with the first possession of tonight's contest. Looks to be a man-to-man defense being played right away. 3-point shot for Jace Fury is good. And if you're Coach Weber, that's exactly what you want to see out of your junior guard, being able to shoot well right away from the start as he takes a tumble at half court. Amon inside, down low. Nice find there down low to Piaz, and we've got a foul called on the floor. Didn't see who got that block shot for the Bulldogs, but nice pass down low from Parker Amon down to Dylan Piaz, but unable to capitalize, as Robert Munn going to be the one called for the foul. First one on him, first team foul in the quarter as well. Schlenker, this is up top now to Remick, back to Barkley, and trying to get it to Remick down low, and that pass leads his right foot out of bounds. So that's going to be a turnover, empty possession for the first time here for the Bison. Jace Fury running point guard here for Sargent County, looking to get a screen from Munn, goes the opposite way, mid-range pull-up jumper, no good. Hoysted, offensive rebound, kicks it out to Traynor. And Munn sets another screen. This is out to Jace Fury, now Cole Fury in the corner, getting a screen from Hoysted. I believe Hoysted just lost his dribble there, so Needing to get some help. Swings cross court. Jace Fury, three-point shot. Off the mark. Rebound gathered there by Parker Amon. Schlenker now running up the far side. Trainer poked it away, but Schlenker able to get it back. Remick now to Barkley. This is Amon, and we're going to have a foul called on Robert Munn, and that's going to be his second foul just a minute and a half into the game. So we'll see if Coach Weber goes to his bench right away, and he does. Tristan Peterson, the sophomore guard, going to substitute for him, and we'll see when Coach Weber decides to go back to Munn. Probably won't see him for the remainder of the quarter as Schlenker looking to get it in. Finally does to Piatz and poked out of bounds by Hoisted. So with the foul, it was a reset of the shot clock, so that's not really an issue here on the start of this possession. Up top, this is Remick. Remick to Piatz. Piatz for three. His shot off the mark. And we're going to have a foul call. And they're calling the foul on Barnes County. I guess I didn't quite see it, but they're going to call that on number 11, Grady Barkley, his first, team's first. I'm not sure if he shed Peterson out of the way or exactly what the call is there, but that's going to be a foul on Barnes County and Sargent County basketball. Fury almost poked away there by Remick. This is Hoisted. His three-point shot up top, no good. Cole Fury coming away with the offensive rebound. Back up top now to Trainer. Trainer getting it to Hoisted. Hoisted guarded by Piatz. Good use of that pivot foot. Struggling through the triple team. Out to Jace Fury. Now Trainer. And we're going to have 3 seconds in the lane on, I believe, Peterson. As after he got that pass from Hoisted, he didn't really leave the lane. So 3-second violation. Over 2 minutes gone in quarter number 1. 3-0 only points belonging to Jace Fury as we've got a reach-in foul called here on Trainer. His first, team's third. So for Sargent County, already 3 team fouls, only 1 more to give before sending the Bison to the line for 2 free throws in a bonus opportunity the rest of the quarter. So gonna have to tone down the aggressiveness just here a little bit if you're Sargent County. Down low, this is Amon. Good job there by Cole Fury coming in to help double Amon as Hoisted was the one guarding him, but Fury coming over to poke it loose. And we're going to have a timeout called here on the floor by Coach Ryan Weber. This timeout is brought to you by Bank North. Bank North has been a trusted financial partner for generations, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. To see what value-based banking can do for you, visit banknorth.com today. So just over 2.5 minutes gone in quarter number 1. Like I mentioned just a little bit earlier, Jace Fury, the only one with a bucket, the first shot of the game, able to connect from the three-point line. Otherwise, both teams seem to be struggling so far in their half-court sets, trying to just get something going. And we've got a substitution for the Bison there during that timeout as the senior guard, number 21, Miko Kobernick, coming in, and Piatz taking a seat. Trainer guarded by Barkley, going opposite of the screen. Kicks it to Cole Fury. Jace Fury, his corner 3 is good. Jace Fury with his second triple, 2 for 3 from the three-point line. Kobernick, good little fake there. Coming away with the offensive board is Amon, and blocked by Peterson. Good job there by Tristan Peterson from behind, being able to swat it away from Parker Amon. Cole trying to get it to Tristan Peterson there on the roll. Good hands by Kobernick, able to deflect it and gather it. Schlenker all the way to the hoop and pokes it away from Peterson, but Jace Fury coming away with it. That was a good move there by Schlenker, just unable to connect. And the Bison doing a good job disrupting this screen game, as it looks to be just a straight switch as they go through. Down low, Hoisted going right at Amon. I think they're going to call a foul on Schlenker reaching in. They are. So that's going to be his first, team's second, as a couple of substitutions. First for the Bison, the sophomore number 22, James Schweer. And for the Bulldogs, the sophomore forward, number 10, Andrew Yago. Trainer gets it poked out. No, excuse me. They're going to say that he just lost it out of bounds. Good job there by Kobernick, causing a disruption. In, this is Remick. Zayden Remick this time running the ball up the floor. Gets it to Kobernick. This is Schweer. Schweer getting it back to Kobernick, guarded by Peterson. Schlenker now in the corner, guarded by Trainer. Good quick move there by Schlenker. His shot off the window, and that's going to be the first points here for the Bison, belonging to Jason Schlenker over halfway through the quarter. But for Sargent County, they haven't really been able to capitalize on a 4-minute dry spell for the Bison, as their only points have come from Jace Fury's 2 3-point shots. Yago steps back for 3. His shot off the mark. We're going to have a foul on the box out. I believe that's going to be called on number 21, Miko Kobernick. And they're going to say, yeah, he cleared out with his elbow. Not entirely sure who he was boxing out there, but his first, team's third. So off the air ball 3 and foul, they are going to maintain possession for Sargent County. Dribble handoff here to Hoisted. Hoisted now to Fury, back up top to Trainer. Trainer lost it, had to toss it out, and Jace Fury just unable to save it here on the near sideline. So that's going to be a turnover for Sargent County. Leading here 6-2, just over 3 minutes remaining in quarter number 1. So Zayden Remick once again playing with the basketball here to start the possession. Gets the screen from Amin. And with that, there's a switch from Jace Fury now on Amin. Maybe tipped. Good job there by Kobernick. Able to save it down low to Amin. And Amin kind of, I'm not sure if he was pushed or just kind of lost his balance there, but that's a turnover. And still just with 2 points here in the opening quarter for the Bison. Hoisted spins baseline. Blocked by Amin. Good job there by Parker Amin, able to defend Hoisted. Kobernick picked up by Jace Fury up top now. This is Schweer. Down low to Amin, and Amin shot too strong there as he tried to kiss that one in off the glass. Here Coach Weber calling for his team to move the basketball. Fury left alone, another 3-point shot for Jace Fury. Why not? 3 triples here for Jace Fury. He's got all 9 for Sargent County. 2 minutes remaining as Trainer goes for the reach. Schlenker, pull-up jumper, clear out there by Ahmed. Blocked from behind by Peterson, but I think that offhand kind of climbed up on his shoulder to help propel him for that block attempt. So that's going to be a foul on Tristan Peterson. That's going to be his first. Right now they put 21. Oh, there we go. It's fixed now. So 1 on number 1, Peterson, as that free throw attempt from Parker Amin is up and good. We're going to have a couple of substitutions here as Dylan Piot's coming back in for the Bison, and the 8th grader, number 23, Hans Hansen, substituting for the first time for Coach Weber. Second free throw here for Amin, off the mark. Peterson coming down with the board. Good strong rebound there for the sophomore guard Peterson, as Amin even came in off that missed free throw to try and disrupt the rebound attempt. Trainer gets it somehow up top to Peterson. Peterson 3-point shot off the mark. As this is Schweer now. Schweer to Kobernick. Kobernick now to Piotz. Schweer looking for Schlenker or Amin, and nice backdoor, somehow able to get it to Schlenker. A nice pass there as Jason Schlenker was cutting towards the basket and just able to fit it into that tight window. As this is Trainer now, far side corner, Hansen back to Trainer, up top this is Yago now to Peterson. Peterson picked up by Piotz. Jace Fury now to Trainer. Under a minute to go, still 10 left on the shot clock. Hansen gets the screen from Yago. This is now Trainer. And Yago turns, mid-range jumper off the mark, no good. Peterson trying to sky up for the board, but good rebound box out there by Dylan Piotz. So about a 10, 12-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Piatz, this is Schweer in the corner. Up top now to Kobernick. Back to Piatz. This is Amin out to Piatz. Kobernick, his three-point shot is good. And the first triple for the Bison comes from Miko Kobernick coming off the bench. Shot clock turned off, 1-point advantage for Sargent County. Fury kicks it out to Hansen. Trainer up to Yago. His elbow jumper is good. And that'll do it through 1 quarter of play as Sargent County with the lead. 11. Barnes County North Bison 8. We'll step aside and we'll be right back with your second quarter. You're watching District 1 Division B of boys basketball on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, this is Jim, and with Bernie Berkemeyer, we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us in enchanting Ireland June 25th to July 4th. Experience the ancient history, natural beauty, and the warm hospitality of Ireland. We travel across this beautiful country visiting places like the Kilkenny Castle and the breathtaking cliffs of Moyle. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
I'm a diesel technician.
I am a coach.
I am a firefighter.
I am a nurse.
I am a sheriff.
I am a loan officer.
I am a teacher, and together we all know underage drinking has a negative effect on brain development.
And coming out of the quarter break, I'm not sure exactly what the stoppage was. Apologize for ducking out of that commercial. Always want to thank our sponsors. Apologize for cutting them short, but I think Trainer was supposed to be on the floor to start as this three-point shot from Schweer off the mark. Piatz with the weak side offensive rebound, and he is now in the scoring column for the Bison. So on the floor for Sargent County to get the second quarter started, we've got Jace Fury, Tristan Peterson, Andrew Yago, the 8th grader Eli Olson seeing his first action, and Michael Hoisted with the ball. He goes to the rack and wide open there for Michael Hoisted, his first points here on the evening. As for the Bison, Schlenker going right at the 8th grade Olson. He's going to pick up a foul on the drive. So Jason Schlenker, Dylan Piatz. That was James Schweer going to the bench as Zayden Remick comes back in for him. Parker Amin and Grady Barkley back on the floor for the Bison. Remick, this is Barkley out to Piatz. He's driving baseline and got to be careful there not to step out of bounds, but he loses the ball out of bounds, and that's going to be a turnover for the Bison. Peterson with the basketball here, getting it now to Fury. Fury with 9 points, all from the three-point line as he throws that one away, trying to get it to Olson cross court. So Fury with 9 points, 3 triples, and then the elbow jumper from Andrew Yago, the only points in that first quarter for Sargent County. Hoisted adding one here in this quarter. And we're going to have a moving screen called as Parker Amin's going to be the one called for the moving screen. Sometimes that's almost as much on the point guard as it is on the screener. Got to make sure he gets set before you make that move and drive to the basket. So Fury getting the screen from Olson. This is Yago. Now to Peterson. Peterson picked up by Amin on the switch. And just one extra between the legs dribble, there from Peterson, as that's going to deflect off of a foot from a Bison player out of bounds. Sargent County, 19 seconds left on the shot clock. Out to Hoisted, left alone for 3. His shot off the mark, but Yago, right place, right time as Andrew Yago cleans up the offensive boards. Up ahead, this is Barkley. Barkley just able to get that pivot foot down. Piatz out, this is Schlenker. Good high hand there from Olson. Out to Remick, this is Barkley. His three-point shot off the mark, but Amon going in for the offensive board, and he got just too far underneath the rim, unable to finish. Did a good job getting that offensive board and shedding his way into the interior, just unable to finish. Down low, good roll by Olsen, but Peterson just a little bit either slow with that pass or good hands there by Jason Schlenker, or maybe just a combination of the two. A Schlenker now picked up by Olsen. His three-point shot here from Schlenker is up and good. As Jason Schlenker, he now has 7 for the Bison. They trail by 2. Fury, good move there on Piatz, but picked up, stopped nicely by Piatz, and that was also Zayden Remick coming over. Fury. As here, Coach Weber telling his team to balance. They had 4 guys on just one side of the court. Peterson lost it as he tried to gather and go up for the layup. He had a nice lane there. This is Remick, and Zayden Remick is now going to go to the line for 2 free throws as Jace Fury is going to be called for the foul. So that foul on Fury, his first, team second in quarter number 2, as James Traynor is going to substitute back in at the break, as well as Miko Kobernick and James Schweer. But to the line now to shoot 2 is Zayden Remick, as the first free throw for Remick is up and good. Here come those substitutions. Kobernick and Schweer for the Bison, Traynor for Sargent County. As Parker Amon's going to take a seat, as well as Dylan Piat. Second free throw upcoming here for Remick. 2 for 2 on that trip. 3 for 4 so far in the game are the Bison. Sargent County still without a trip to the free throw line. Traynor gets the screen from Yago. This is Hoisted. Now to Fury. Fury up top to Yago. Picked up by Schlenker. Roll here by Yago, and just a little bit behind him there. So Yago unable to hold on. And that's going to be a turnover for Sargent County as Kobernick easily able to get it across the court. He steps right into a 3-point shot, this time off the mark. He did connect back in the first quarter, as this is Traynor up ahead to Fury. Fury mid-range pull-up jumper is good. Double digits now for Jace Fury. He's got 11 up ahead to Kobernick. And Kobernick able to save it. Good job there. Barkley coming away with it now. Remick. This is Schlenker. His 3-point shot is off the mark. Traynor, skying up for the board. And we've got a hard fall there by number 24, Zayden Remick. And he looks to be okay. And that's a good sight to see, as that's a scary fall anytime you've got players jumping up to their max vertical and crashing down like that. So good to see that he's staying in. The foul on that loose ball was James Schweer, number 22, his first, team second. Robert Munn subbing in at the break. Traynor, his 3-point shot off the mark, and Schweer coming away with the board. Munn wanting it there on that pick and roll. And Remick out to Kobernick. This is Schlenker. His 3-point shot looks good. Isn't good, though. Barkley offensive rebound off the mark. Extra bounce off the rim gathered by Mund. So over halfway through quarter number 2, Fury with the ball gets it over to Traynor. Mund now to Hoisted. Hoisted somehow able to keep that right pivot foot from sliding. Maybe got away with some movement there. Doubled down low on Munn. Munn using that size and goes right at James Schweer, as he's going to pick up his first points, and that's going to lead to a timeout for Barnes County North. This timeout brought to you by Bank North. We'll step aside as Sargent County leads 19, Barnes County North 15.
Hands of our youth. This message is brought to you by your Southeast Region Prevention Specialists.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
19-15, the score here from North Sargent, as Sargent County up by 4 over the Bison, as it is going to be Barnes County basketball. Parker Amon coming back onto the floor during that timeout. And it looks like it was James Schweer who was the one who went to the bench. Remick now to Schlenker. Schlenker all the way to the rack, no good. Ball batting around. Hoisted, I believe, is going to be called for tapping that one out, as he was. Good fight for the rebound there. Not sure which Bison was the original one to kind of cause havoc there, not make that easy, but Kopernick was the one who made it difficult on Hoisted. Cole Fury coming in now for Eli Olson. Hoisted almost picked that one off. Kopernick gets it to Schlenker. Schlenker rises up, shot no good. Fighting for the board is Amon and Trainer. Schlenker has it now, and he's going to get tied up with Jace Fury, and he's going to get called for the foul. 5'9" versus 6'4", 6'5". Amon, tough for Trainer to win that matchup, and that's going to lead to free throw opportunity for Jason Schlenker, as his first free throw up and good. And 2 for 2 on that trip for Jason Schlenker. He now has 9 for the Bison. He is their leading scorer as they trail now just by 2. Down low, this is Hoisted on the roll, over to Cole Fury. Cole gets it to Jace on the relocation. Hoisted in the corner. And poked away there by Schlenker. And he is just a little too strong there on that layup opportunity. So Jace now bringing it up the floor, picked up by Remick. And Munn tried to get a backdoor to Hoisted. Barkley to Remick, and Remick is going to take another hard fall as he is able to convert on the fast break layup. Robert Munn's going to pick up his third foul. So Zayden Remick now with a chance to take the first lead of the game for Barnes County, as Tristan Peterson going to come in for Mund. And the free throw there from Remick, no good. Good rebound there for Tristan Peterson. So staying tied here at 19-19. Haven't seen a tie since 0-0 to start the game. Peterson over Amon, just unable to finish. That was a good crossover dribble there by Peterson. Kobernick all the way to the rack, throws it away. Cole Fury coming away with it, and he's just going to slow down, let the battalion meet him here on this side of half court. So Trainer behind the head pass to Hoisted, back to Trainer. Trainer, nice little floater. Good touch there by James Trainer. He is now in the scoring column for Sargent County. Barkley now to Kobernick. Barkley now to Remick. Inside to Schlenker. And we're going to have, 3 seconds called. I believe that's going to be called on Parker Amon, as he definitely was in position to possibly be fed down low for a post opportunity. But he's going to get called for 3 seconds. Before that, we're going to have a substitution as Dylan Piatz comes back in and Miko Kobernick takes the seat. Under 90 seconds to go here. Nice hesitation by Trainer, and he goes up strong, and he's going to draw the foul and go to the line now to shoot 2 free throws. The first free throws on the evening for Sargent County. That foul is going to be called on Jason Schlenker, his second, team's third. And that free throw rattles in and out for Trainer. And 1 for 2 on that trip for Trainer. as this is Piotr. Over to Barkley. This is Remick now. Remick, Barkley, thought about the three, instead gets it to Piotr, poked away. Yago coming away with it, and he is going to bring it up the floor himself. Gets it now to Jace Fury. Trainer up top, swings it over to Cole Fury. Oh, good move there by Fury, getting it to Peterson. His mid-range shot a little strong. Cole Fury going up and secures the offensive rebound and he draws the foul. And they're going to call that on number 4, Dylan Piotr. The 4th team foul. I believe that's just his first. It is, as he's going to head to the bench, and James Schweer will come back in for him. So 11-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Peterson working on Schweer. Shot, float, no good. Jace Fury coming away with it. 3-point shot for Fury. Another three-pointer that goes in and out, as we're going to have a jump ball between Cole Fury and Parker Amon. And good, strong effort there by the freshman Fury going up against the senior Amon. As poked away by Amon. As you could definitely see some frustration on the face of Parker Amon. Hopefully he's able to get it going here. Jace Fury, 3-point shot is good. 4 3-pointers for Jace Fury. He now has 14 in the half for Sargent County. Their lead is back up now to 6. Remick, shot clock turned off, so they can get the final shot. Schlenker looking for some help. Fury not really wanting him to get to this side of the court. Works his way. Peterson, contest. Good, strong contest there by Peterson, as we're going to have a foul called, and that should send Jace Fury to the line now for some free throws, unless they called it on Fury. If that's the case, then, or they called a jump ball, excuse me. I thought I saw the foul signal. Schlenker's 3-point heave at the buzzer, up and no good, and that'll do it through our first half of play, as Jace Fury has been just on fire from beyond the arc. He has 14 of the team's 25, as Sargent County leading by 6 over Barnes County North. We will step aside and we'll be back with first half stats, as well as a look around the area as to some other scores that are pertinent to District 1 and Region 1, as well as looking ahead to what to expect here in the second half from the North Sargent Activity Center. You are watching District 1 Division B Boys Basketball on your live event.
At North Sargent School, we believe in empowering students for a bright future. From our caring teachers and innovative programs to our focus on academic excellence and community involvement, North Sargent is where students thrive. With small class sizes and personalized attention, we ensure every student gets the support they need to succeed, both in the classroom and beyond. Proud to be a part of our growing community, we're shaping tomorrow's leaders today. North Sargent School, preparing learners today to thrive in the future.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
The Sargent Central Dollars for Scholars chapter is a nonprofit foundation that supports academic success in the community. The mission is to mobilize the community on behalf of post-secondary education success for the students. Dollars for Scholars chapters help hometown students achieve their educational goals by raising scholarship funds, establishing endowments, and more. For more information, scan the QR code on screen or stop by the Sargent Central School District. This game is brought to you in part by Joe's Egg Supply.
Sargent Central Public School, helping others create themselves things and opportunities. It's home to a variety of wonderful opportunities, including a 24/7, 365 community wellness center, a 3rd through 12th grade smart lab, free pre-kindergarten, 1-to-1 student devices, and 12 weeks paid parental leave. For more information, please visit sargentcentral.org. Good luck, athletes, and good luck, Sargent County Bulldogs. Together is Central.
Weimar Auto is your hometown auto and egg parts store. Their dedicated staff at Weimar Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to auto and truck service, Weimar Auto has supplies from hardware and plumbing to agriculture solutions to local specialty products and sells and installs tires. Weimar Auto will strive to give you the best service at the greatest value possible. For shop hours, specials, or auto products, go online to WeimarAuto.com. Weimar Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Weimar.
25-19, the halftime score here. Sargent County leads over Barnes County North. Huge shooting performance in that first half from Jace Fury as he was able to connect for 4 3-point buckets as well as another mid-range shot to get him a game-high 14 points here for Sargent County. And on the other side for the Bison, the junior guard number 1, Jason Schlenker, with 4 points in the first, 5 in the second to give him 9 points. He's the leading scorer for his squad behind the other junior guard number 24, Zayden Remick, who had 4 points, all coming in that second quarter. One of the big standout points here from that first half for at least Sargent County is obviously the huge shooting performance for Jace Fury. I mean, he even had 1, maybe 2 triples that almost fell, that went in and out, that didn't fall, that almost could have given him a much larger first half. So we'll have to see how he shoots moving forward here into the second half when they change sides. But I think the biggest story is how they have been able to defend number 14, Parker Amon. He only has 1 point in the first half, and that was a player that Coach Dawson Schmidt said that they really were hoping would have a big game, as well as Jason Schlenker, but hoping that Amon would have a good game. And so far in that first half, just the 1 point, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. And we have seen a couple moments of frustration from Amon as well. So hopefully a little halftime break, switching sides, switching baskets, we're going to be able to see something that's a little more typical to see out of the senior Parker Amon here in the second half. But you got to give credit to the effort and the push that the Bison had there after originally falling down about 6-2, 9-2 was the total score margin there before they did cut it back down and get it to a 19-19 tie before that 6-0 finish there to the quarter for Sargent County. So they have been able to battle that performance from Zayden Remick, able to get those 4 points. That were tough points. He did take a hard fall on his made shot from the field, as well as able to connect 2 for 2 on an original trip, 2 for 3 from the free throw line in the half, or in the quarter as well as the half. So for Barnes County, how are they going to kind of game plan and try and get Parker Amon the ball? He has done a pretty good job of getting posted up down low, just hasn't been able to get passes down low and finish. That's another area that Barnes County, they've had plenty of chances for layups and easy bunnies at the rim, just unable to convert. So how will they be able to adjust? And for Sargent County, that first quarter, it was all Fury with Yago getting a bucket right there at the end. A little bit more of a balanced attack this time in the second quarter as 5 players were able to contribute. Hoisted, Mund, Yago, each with a bucket from the floor. Trainer with a bucket from the floor, as well as 1 for 2 from the free throw line for 3 points, and then Jace Fury with 5. So a little more of a balanced attack, but you don't always expect to continue to shoot the ball well throughout a game, especially at the high school level. You don't normally see a 7, 8, 9 3-point performance from a single player. So for Sargent County, how are they going to be able to generate offense outside of Fury? They're going to be closing out on him much more aggressively. They're going to be trying to hedge those screens that he's coming off of more aggressively as well. So that's going to be the kind of the key, is how does Sargent County try to generate offense without just relying on the perimeter shooting from Jace Fury. So taking a look at some out-of-town scores that are pertinent here to District 1, Wyoming Lidgerwood Warbirds currently leading over the Richland Colts 45-32. That game almost through 3 quarters. Another District 1 score, or at least a contest, Tri-State and Enderlin are playing up in Enderlin. I have not seen any scores from that one. Some Region 1 contest is actually out in District 2. Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, and Ellendale are playing, as well as Linton, HMB, and Edgeley, Colm, Montpelier are facing off against one another. So as we look ahead here to the second half, we'll see which team is able to make adjustments and if the Bulldogs will be able to stay hot from beyond the arc, and if Parker Amon and the Bison are able to get it going from the floor. We'll step aside and be right back with you for second half action here on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
Welcome back in. Third quarter just about to start, as it will be Sargent County basketball to start. Jace Fury, James Trainer, Cole Fury, Robert Munn, and Michael Hoisted on the floor to get started, as Trainer just able to get it into Fury. And as we suggested, it's going to be much more aggressive, trying to keep the ball out of Fury's hands, as that's thrown away, as Schlenker comes away with it, goes right up to the basket, no good. Amon loses it going up and poked away and gathered there by Hoisted. So already seeing a much more aggressive approach for the Bison on Jace Fury, as Jason Schlenker is pretty much on his hip. Mund now to Cole Fury, and we're going to have a foul called there, as I think Zayden Remick just lost his footing there trying to come off of that screen attempt from Munn. So he's going to get called for the foul, his first, team's first in the second half. O'Cole gets it to Trainer. And now if you look up to the top corner of your screen, Jace Fury is being face guarded more than you can usually use that term for. So Hoisted able to put some touch on it, but no good. Good defense there, as Amon just one of the Bison there to contest, and he also comes away with the board. So Schlenker, cross court. This is Barkley, and picked off there by Hoisted. Hoisted going to slow up. Fury thought about the three. Trainer also thought about the three. Shot fake, gets it up ahead now to Fury, as Schlenker right on his hip. Fury, cross court find to his brother Cole Fury, and he is now in the scoring column. And that's one of those things about Jace Fury that you just love to see, a point guard that can score and facilitate, as Cole Fury going to get called for the foul, as that was Zayden Remick who was trying to secure the pass. So a foul on Cole Fury, just his first, team's first in the second half. And tipped away by Hoisted, gathered by Mund, and I think Mund originally thought about trying to get it up court to Cole Fury. Good decision to duck that down, get it to his point guard. Good strong screen there from Mund. as he's got it now up top, gets it to Trainer. Trainer's going to take the three-point shot, and that's good. James Trainer now with his first three, 6 points, and that's going to lead to a timeout for the Bison. As Sargent County off to a 5-point run to start the quarter, 11-0 run dating back to the second quarter, and this timeout is brought to you by Bank North. To see what value-based banking can do for you, visit banknorth.com today. We'll step aside. Sargent County leading by 11.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
30-19, Sargent County on an 11-0 run dating back to the first half. And James Trainer with the three to push it to the double-digit advantage, the largest one that Sargent County has seen up to this point this evening. So early timeout coming out of halftime, as for the first time we're seeing the senior Parker Lettenmeyer, number 10, on the floor as he's got it here near side. This is Schlenker, his three-point shot from the top of the key off the mark. Lettenmeyer coming away with the offensive rebound. Remick out to Piatz. This is Schlenker out to Lettenmeyer again. Schlenker, pass fake, keeps it, gets it to Piatz. Remick, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Flying to Piatz here, and off the mark, fighting for the board is Mund and Parker Amon, and good job there by Mund being able to box out. Trainer also doing a good job helping him out. So now they've got Lettenmeyer, who is trailing Jace Fury, as Fury somehow able to come away with that one. Gets it up top to Trainer, out to Hoysted in the corner. Shot fake, and he lost it trying to get it to Mund. You could tell that he was trying to just kind of hook, scoop past that over to Mund in the short corner. Lettenmeyer now to Remick. This is Schlenker, and Hoysted's going to get called for kind of slapping down on the arm there of Schlenker. So that foul on Hoysted going to be, I believe, his first. And that's what we're seeing up here on the board, so we're going to go with that as well. Second team foul in the third quarter. As cross-court find to Piatz. Maybe a 1-3-1 zone being played here for Sargent County. Inside to Schlenker, out to Piatz, cross-court. This is Remick. His three-point shot is good. Zayden Remick now with 7 points. Trainer to Hoysted. Hoysted, step through Mund. This is Cole Fury, thought about the three. He's going to drive, gets it to Mund in the short corner. Mund, nice little pocket pass there to Hoysted, and Hoysted going to finish. Nice pass there from Robert Mund, the big man, able to facilitate tip by Trainer, but gathered by Remick. Remick gets it to Schlenker inside Amon, and this time Amon able to convert his first points from the field, coming over almost halfway through quarter number 3. So an 8-point advantage now for Sargent County. Cole Fury, step back three, and no good, but Mund with the offensive rebound. Backs right into Remick, and I think they're going to call the foul on Parker Amon. No, excuse me, they're going to call a charge on Robert Mund. And that is going to be his fourth. So a couple substitutions here as Tristan Peterson and Eli Olson coming back in. Lettenmeyer to Schlenker. Remick down low to Amon. Amon cross-court find to Lettenmeyer. His left-hand three-point shot off the mark. And come crashing in. And that ball just is going to deflect out of bounds and will be Sargent County basketball. Inside, or excuse me, coming up the floor now is Peterson. This is Hoysted. Getting down low to Olson and off of Olson's foot there, as I think he thought it was maybe off of Kobernick's foot. Oh, Kobernick now gets it to Lettenmeyer. Back to Kobernick. Lettenmeyer, Amen. That was Lettenmeyer as he is able to connect from the three-point line. As the lead cut down now to just 5. And Trainer is going to not be able to keep that pivot foot down as a substitution here as James Schweer coming in. Miko Kobernick taking a seat. So after that timeout, an 8-2 run for the Bison coming off of the timeout just through about 3 minutes. Hoisted and Amen fighting down low, and I think they're going to call a foul on Parker Amen for, I'm not sure if he cleared out his elbow or what the exact call was there, but they're going to call an offensive foul on Amen, his second. Trainer, nice crossover, floater, off the mark, too strong. Amen unable to come away with it. Finally does, loses it though, down low to Peterson. Peterson fighting for it, gets it to Hoisted, steps into the three-point shot, off the mark. Peterson offensive rebound, loses it, gathers it, and he's gonna get called for the foul. As you could tell, he was starting to let up on Jason Schlenker, but doesn't matter, that's gonna be a foul nonetheless. So Miko Kobernick coming back in as Schweer will take a seat. Schlenker gets it to Lettenmeyer. Lettenmeyer working on Olsen. This is Remick. And somehow Remick able to get all the way to the rack, and we're going to have another loose ball foul called here on Parker Amen, as that's going to be foul number 3 on Amen. Trainer now bringing it up the floor. Yago substituting at the last dead ball for Sargent County. Trainer, as he was trying to get the ball on the floor, just kind of got stuck there, unable to get it down, so that's going to be a travel. So once again, we're still seeing that 8-2 run since the timeout for Coach Schmidt. And a couple of empty trips now for the Bison. As Remick faked it to Lettenmeyer. This is Schlenker working on Trainer. Up top, this is Lettenmeyer. Kobernick working on Fury. Trainer almost came in and popped that loose. Remick. Good hesitation there by Remick up top. Now this is Schlenker. 10 left on the shot clock. He is wanting to screen, working on Trainer. As he loses it, Kobernick. Nice shot fake. And Kobernick off the mark. And we're going to have a foul, I believe. It's going to be a foul, or no, they're just going to say that went out of bounds. As Jace Fury did a good job there boxing out, even as that loose ball, keeping, I believe that was Kobernick who came flying in there, that was Remick who tried to, tip the ball back in. So under 90 seconds to go in quarter number 3, and we're going to have just a quick 30-second timeout called here by Coach Weber, and we'll take one with him as Sargent County leads by 5.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
32-27, Sargent County leading here in this one. Saw their lead get up to 11. Timeout called by Barnes County North about 4 or 5 minutes ago. They've been on an 8-2 run since, but a lot of empty trips as Fury is going to get pushed from behind as Grady Barkley has been the one shadowing him as Jace Fury with 14 points there in the first half, yet to even get a shot off here in the second half. Did get an assist to his brother earlier in the quarter. As Fury gets it to Yago. Yago shot off glass, and that bucket is good, and Andrew Yago will go to the line now to shoot an and one free throw opportunity, as that foul is going to be called on number 21, Miko Kobernick, his second, team's fifth. So any foul for Barnes County North will send Sargent County to the line for free throws, as Zayden Remick is the one who's going to go to the bench, as Yago's free throw, no good. And somehow Eli Olson able to sky up. He is going to get the put-back opportunity. Good effort there for the 8th grade Olson, as the lead back up now to 9. Working on Trainer is Schlenker, poked away by Peterson, and he is going to slow it down, loses it, but Trainer there to gather it. Under a minute to go. Yago gets it now to Peterson. Peterson now to Fury. Fury guarded by Lettenmeyer. Dribble handoff to Yago. Up top now this is Trainer. And Trainer, as he originally kind of faked it off to his left, went right. I believe that left foot was his pivot foot, and that kind of slid there between the pass fake motion. So turnover again. I think that's about the third travel call just on Trainer this quarter. So that's something you got to clean up there for the senior guard, as there's about 9-10 second difference between shot clock and game clock. Barkley now to Schweer. This is Lettenmeyer. Kobernick. Schlenker. Picked up by Trainer. All the way to the rack is Schlenker. And that's going to be his first points here of the second half, as he now has 11 for Barnes County North. Shot clock turned off. Coach Weber telling Trainer to slow it down, as he gets it now to Yago. Yago shot fake, kicked out to Peterson in the corner. His three-point shot rattles around, no good. Olson again gets the offensive rebound, and he will go to the line now for a chance to complete a three-point play, as Eli Olson skying up there for the offensive rebound. That foul is going to be called once again on Miko Kobernick, his third. As that's no good. Poked around, Yago coming away with it, and he is able to convert at the buzzer. And that'll do it for an exciting back and forth third quarter, as Sargent County matches their largest lead going into the fourth quarter, as they are ahead 40. Barnes County North 29. We'll step aside and we'll be back with the fourth quarter here on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
40-29 the score here. Sargent County with their matching their largest lead. They did lead by 11 early in the third quarter. Went down to as low as 5, back up now to 11. 6-0 run to end the quarter for Sargent County. And if you look at who contributed for Sargent County there in that quarter, you had contributions from Eli Olson, Andrew Yago, Cole Fury, as well as the first points for James Trainer as well. So a lot of players contributing. Jace Fury without a point, 14 there in that first half. Remick, his three-point shot coming out of the quarter is off the mark, and that'll deflect out of bounds. It will be Sargent County basketball. On the floor for the Bison, it's going to be Jason Schlenker, Dylan Piatz, Parker Amin, Zayden Remick, and for the first time, number 40, Ethan Hansen. Yago. Dribble handoff to Fury. Fury's mid-range shot from the free throw line just short. Good rebound there by Remick. Good job keeping that pivot foot down. Schlenker, this is Remick. Cross-court find to Piatz. This is back to Schlenker. Schlenker, the only Bison in double figures, as Amin. Oh, lucky bounce there as Hansen. Ethan Hansen is going to be the one who gets it off of the tip from, I don't even know if that was Amin who tipped it off glass. I think that might have been a Bulldogs player who tipped it off glass, but Ethan Hansen just checking in for the first time here this evening, the recipient of that loose ball, and he will go to the free throw line as the first one left short. And Lettenmeyer is going to be our substitute. Parker Lettenmeyer, he's going to be the one coming in at the either on a made free throw or the next dead ball for the Bison. As that time, they're going to say he stepped over. So empty trip there for Ethan Hansen, as he will go to the bench now. Just a quick spell there for Ethan Hansen. As Fury working up the near sideline on Piatz, and they're going to call a foul on Piatz as he was just kind of a half step slow there guarding Fury coming up the near sideline. That foul is the second on Piatz. Just the first here of the quarter. Olsen up top to Hoisted. Trainer tried to get it down low to Olsen, but good hands there by Schlenker, able to poke away. Lettenmeyer coming away with it. Nobody's picking him up. He's going to step into a three-pointer off the mark. Fighting for the board is Yago, and we're going to have a reach-in foul called on number 14, Parker Amon, and that's going to be his fourth. Trainer gets it on the inbound. Remick playing defense on him. Trainer able to cross half court. Finds it to Olsen. Olsen thought that maybe he got hit on the arm. They're going to say all ball, as that was a great find down low on the roll there to Olsen. Schlenker, Piatz, this is now Lettenmeyer looking for Amon down low. And Amon leaves that one short, as we're going to have a foul. I'm not sure if it was Piatz or Lettenmeyer coming in. Yes, it was going to be called on Parker Lettenmeyer coming in on the rebound attempt. It looks to be a full court pressure being played here by the Bison, as we are going to have a timeout before we can get started there. And this is a timeout brought to you by Bank North. Sargent County still leading 40-29.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Want to welcome you back into our Stock Growers Bank broadcast booth. Stock Growers Bank is your small town bank and big time partner, Bankineers, so you can go far with Stock Growers Bank. As only about a minute and a half gone here in the quarter, still plenty of time for Barnes County North to put some pressure on, as they're going to put Parker Amon on ball, use all of that 6'4", 6'5" length as thrown away. And yeah, Fury just unable to get to it on that inbound from Hoisted. So coming off of the timeout, a quick turnover for Sargent County, as Remick gets it to Piatz. Piatz now to Schlenker. Schlenker trying to get it down low to Amon. Instead gets it to Lettenmeyer. Piatz, good ball movement here. Remick, three-pointer, and that's good. As Zayden Remick, he is now in double digits, his second triple. He's got 10 points for the Bison. This is Hoisted. Down low to Yago. Yago just a little bit strong there. I think he was anticipating the contact coming over. This is ahead to Amon. And Amon, this time able to get that one to fall. Coming in is Schlenker. Schlenker able to finish, and they're going to call the foul and the and one, as Barnes County North comes storming out here off of the timeout from Sargent County, and they have made this 11-point advantage a chance now to get it to a one-possession game. Couple substitutions, Tristan Peterson and Robert Munn checking in. James Schweer coming back in for the Bison, as Parker Amon will take a seat. So that foul was called on Jace Fury, his third. Free throw here for Schlenker, off the mark. Fury all the way to the rack, kicks it out to Hoisted. Hoisted steps back for the three, and that's good. Michael Hoisted. He now has 7 for the Bulldogs. Schlenker gets it to Lettenmeyer. Piotz now back to Schlenker. Schlenker coming off of a couple of ball screens, and again, he is able to convert through contact and will can have a chance to compete for a 3-point play. As that foul is going to be called on Peterson, his third, team's third. So both teams with 3 fouls, only 1 to give with still 5 minutes to go. So much more physical here in the fourth quarter. Definitely as Barnes County's trying to fight, as Piot's able to wrap around, poke the ball loose, get the offensive rebound. So possession still alive here for Barnes County. Schlenker, Piot's in the corner is Remick. His 3-point shot off the mark, no good. Mund did a good job boxing out there, as James Schweer is going to be called for the foul. So no more fouls to give if you're Barnes County, and still with 5 minutes to go, trying to come back in this one. You don't want to make this a free throw game. I mean, that does get you a stop clock. This is Peterson, his mid-range shot from the short corner, off the mark, no good. Schweer this time able to rise up and get the rebound. Piotz out to Remick. Remick picked up by Fury. Good transition defense there for Sargent County, as Schweer now gets it to Piotz crossing the lane. Using that pivot foot is Piotz. Out to Schweer. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. 15 seconds here. Remick dribble drive. And Peterson again going to get called for the foul, as I think that's the second time that we've seen Peterson get called for trying to use the shoulder of the offensive player to aid his block attempt. So that is going to send Zayden Remick to the line with a chance to make this just a 2-point game. And Eli Olson's going to come in for Peterson. Also believe it was Grady Barkley as another free throw off the mark. And they're going to call, I believe, a player entering the lane. So no foul, no bonus free throw opportunity for Sargent County. That's kind of what I was waiting for. But yeah, I believe they called early entry into the lane on the Bison. Trainer gets it to Hoisted. Hoisted back to Trainer, as Coach Weber telling his guys to relax. Trainer to Hoisted. Hoisted from 3, in and out, no good. Fighting for the board, and we're going to have a jump ball up top, as sometimes that's one of those where a player on the backside, even if you reach just a little bit more, that can be called a loose ball foul, but instead Mund loses his footing there. That was a good job there by Mund, slipping the screen, just unable to keep his footing. As coming back into the game is Parker Amon. (11-3) is the scoring totals here in this fourth quarter, as Barnes County has once again made this a ball game, as we're going to have a travel called there, as Grady Barkley, I think, wanted to originally get it to Amon there on the pick and roll. Instead, try to get it to Lettenmeyer here on this near side, and going to be called for the travel. Fury getting it on in the backcourt, working on Lettenmeyer. Behind the back dribble, able to get it back to center court. Hoisted up to Mund. Mund, dribble handoff to Fury, and we're going to have a pushing foul on Parker Lettenmeyer, and that should send Jace Fury to the free throw line for bonus free throws. As I mentioned, it's going to be a free throw game remaining. Any fouls beyond this point is going to be free throws for both teams. So first free throw for Jace Fury, no good. Mentioned at the very top of the broadcast, clutch free throws from Fury helped them defeat Wyomere Lidgerwood their last time out. We'll see if he's able to kind of keep up that performance, as an early entrance into the lane by Parker Amon, but usually if you make it, they're not going to call it. So Remick up to Lettenmeyer. He's going to shoot the 3, and he's going to connect. Lettenmeyer now with his second triple off the bench. Lead cut down now to just one for Sargent County. Fury, mid-range, pull-up jumper is good. Jace Fury now with 17 points. 3 points only here in the half, all coming on these back-to-back trips down the floor. Mund and Amon both with 4 fouls, working down low. 3-point shot from Lettenmeyer somehow is able to go in, and we have a tied ball game, folks, at 46. Have not seen that since 19 all back in the second quarter. Hoysten gets it to Olsen. This is now to Jace Fury. Jace Fury to Mund. Trainer to Olsen. Hoysten getting the screen from Olsen, goes opposite of it. Tried to get it down low to Mund, and we're going to have a foul called here on Olsen, as that should send Parker Lettenmeyer to the line now to shoot 2. Parker Lettenmeyer, who did not play in the first half, man, oh man, has he been a key player for the Bison here in this second half. He's got a chance to give them their first lead of the ball game. And first free throw rattles in. That's going to be the first lead for the Bison at 47-46. 10 points now, all in the second half for Parker Lettenmeyer. And again, we're going to have an early entrance into the lane. This time it's going to be called on Grady Barkley. So take the free throw off the board. And we're going to have a substitution as Dylan Piatz comes in. Parker Lettenmeyer going to take a seat, and man, if the Bison are able to pull this off, he is definitely in contention for that Enbridge player of the game. And we're going to have a loose ball foul called here on Zayden Remick. So that will be a trip for Trainer, I believe, to the free throw line, as he seems to be the one walking up. 1 for 2 back in the second quarter, his only free throw attempts, as he has 6 points for the Bulldogs. First free throw up and good for Trainer. Second free throw up coming here for James Trainer. Reclaim the lead for the Bulldogs, unable to do so, as Amon coming down with the board. Schlenker, been quiet since right away in this quarter, and we're going to have a foul on Trainer, and that's going to send Schlenker to the line. 0 for 2 in the quarter, 2 for 2 in the game, or 2 for 4, excuse me, in the game. As Parker Lettenmeyer is set to check in, he's indicating he's going to be subbing in for Piatz here. So first free throw here for Schlenker. No good. So now Lettenmeyer in for Piatz. And second free throw for Schlenker is good. His first free throw in 4 attempts here in the fourth quarter. Fury working on Lettenmeyer. Fury all the way to the rack. Floater up left short. Fighting for the board is Amon. And Amon able to secure, gets it to Schlenker, as they are able to have the lead or milk this down to the final 2 minutes with the lead here in the fourth quarter. After trailing by 11, poked away. Hoysten comes away with it. This is Olsen. Olsen all the way to the rack. No good. Poked out by, I believe, Hoysten, and that's going to be Bison basketball. And we're going to have just a 30-second timeout brought to you by Bank North. This is going to be called by Barnes County North, as they have stormed all the way back from down 11. They now lead by 1. Taking a look here at my very messy chicken scratch of a score sheet. We've got 5 points in the quarter for both Jason Schlenker and Zayden Remick, and 7 points for Parker Lettenmeyer in the quarter alone. Parker Amon with a bucket as well to make up the scoring for Barnes County North. So with 2:02 remaining, any foul is free throws. So we will see which team may possibly end up having to come up as the most clutch as Remick just able to secure it. 3-on-1, down low to Amon, and they're going to say last touch there by Olsen. I thought maybe Amon maybe touched that last, but they're going to say last touch by Olsen. Well, Amon coming off his screen is Schlenker. Good defense here by Trainer. Schlenker all the way to the rack, and he finishes. 7 points now in the quarter for Schlenker. Fury. And we're going to have a push there on Lettenmeyer. That's one of those where no matter how hard the screen is, if your feet are set, you can essentially pancake a player if you want to use football terms. So he did set a legal screen, and Lettenmeyer went through it, and he's going to get called for the foul. Well, Mund off on the first free throw. 96 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Second free throw upcoming here for Robert Mund. No good. Olsen fighting for the board, and Lettenmeyer does come down with it. So empty trip there that time for the Bulldogs. As if you are Barnes County, you've been playing from behind all game long. Now you're playing with the lead. How will they approach this? Remick getting the screen from Amon. Remick all the way to the basket, and he is able to convert 7 points now in the quarter for Zayden Remick. Trailing by 5 are the Bulldogs. One right at Amon is Hoisted, and he is able to convert. He'll go to the line now to shoot 2, and the clock ran about extra 5-6 seconds there, and that foul on Parker Amon is his 5th. So Amon leaving the game with just 5 points for the Bison, as there was a clock issue, so I believe we'll see if they're going to, yes, they're going to put just a couple of seconds. I think it was 57.4, so they put it up to a minute even. So Hoisted now with a chance to make this just a 2-point game for Sargent County. And he is able to get that one to go. Inside, this is Remick. No one picking Remick up here as he comes up the court pretty easily. Guarded by Fury. Barkley, this is Schlenker. Barkley, here Coach Schmidt saying, hey, we want a layup. Remick. Good switch call there for Sargent County. All the way to the lane is Remick. Fighting for it is Fury and Lettenmeyer. Easy for Hoisted, and we've got a timeout called here by Sargent County, as that's going to be a full timeout. And we will take one with them as Sargent County trails by 4.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Winter Conference 2025 is Wednesday, January 22nd at the Avalon Center in Fargo, North Dakota. You can register at planterdoc.com. Engineers, agronomists, and product experts will share insights focused on improving farm operations. Stay ahead of the curve by learning how to maximize your efficiency in the field with solutions for every season. Register for Winter Conference 2025 at planterdoc.com.
29 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter for Sargent County, as they saw an 11-point advantage at the start of the quarter dwindle all the way down, and I believe our score, if I remember correctly, was 40-29 at the start of the fourth quarter. So that means 25 points, as that's going to be poked away by Lettenmeyer. But that is 25 points in the fourth quarter for Barnes County North compared to just 10 for Sargent County. So a phenomenal performance here in the fourth quarter for Barnes County. We'll see if they're going to be able to finish this one off. Trainer gets it to Hoisted, left alone for 3. His 3-point bucket off the mark. Skying up is Olsen. Olsen out to Trainer. Trainer step back 3 off the mark again. And now if you're Sargent County, you're going to have to play the foul and free throw game. Trainer has it, and a quick timeout called by Sargent County as they're going to want to set something up here. So this timeout for Sargent County is their final timeout. So full timeout, last one. They're going to have to set something up here, and with just 10.4 seconds left, if you're Barnes County, this basket goes in, you can take your sweet time. The clock does not stop like it does in the college and NBA game after a make. So if you are Barnes County, you don't have to rush to get an inbound. Now, if you do get it unable to get it in, you have those 5 seconds. Once again, you can let that time run off. You can take a timeout. They have 2 remaining. So if you're Barnes County, you just can't foul a three-point shooter for Sargent County. That's really the only chance that Sargent County has to hold on to this game and not possibly let that 11-point lead completely slip away. But a 4-point advantage for the Bison. Fury gets it inside, poked away. This is Barkley coming away with it. And we're going to have a foul called here on Olsen. That's going to send Grady Barkley to the free throw line. And that might just do it for Sargent County, unable to even get a shot attempt off. As the first free throw for Barkley up and good. That's the first time Barkley has been in the scoring column. And 2 for 2 clutch free throws there for Barkley. Fury gets it. 3-point shot from the volleyball line. No good. Trainer puts it up, and that will do it as the Barnes County North Bison storm back from down 11. They come away with the 6-point victory here on the road against the Sargent County Bulldogs. We are going to step aside, and we'll be back with your final stats, your final points here for this one, as well as we are going to hear from our Enbridge player of the game, Parker Lettenmeyer, as well as Coach Dawson Schmidt for the victorious Barnes County North Bison. We'll step aside, and we'll be right back with that for you here on yourliveevent.com.
Anderson Seed Farms Incorporated is your local LG Seeds and Dairyland seed dealership. They offer the latest traits and genetics in both corn and soybeans along with alfalfa. Anderson Seed Farms is also a certified seed conditioning plant that grows, conditions, and sells Westbred spring wheat seed, which was the top grown spring wheat in North Dakota last year. If you'd like to know more about these industry-leading products, contact Anderson Seed Farms in Foreman at 701-724-3601 or check out AndersonSeedFarms.com.
Sargent Central Public School, helping others create themselves, things, and opportunities. It's home to a variety of wonderful opportunities, including a 24/7, 365 community wellness center, a 3rd through 12th grade smart lab, free pre-kindergarten, 1-to-1 student devices, and 12 weeks paid parental leave. For more information, please visit sargentcentral.org. Good luck, athletes, and good luck, Sargent County Bulldogs. Together is Central.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
56-50 the final score here as the Barnes County North Bison able to overcome an 11-point deficit going into the fourth quarter to pull off the 6-point victory over the Sargent County Bulldogs, and a 27-point quarter there in the fourth, almost matching completely the 29 points that they had prior to that fourth quarter. Just a phenomenal effort there by Barnes County. I've been calling games now for 3 or 4 years and seeing quite a bit of high school basketball, and that might be one of the most impressive quarters I have ever seen, as the Bison able to come from behind and pull off the victory. We'll look at a couple of stats here before we kick it over to our player of the game, Parker Lettenmeyer. But first, let's look at the stats. Let's first take a look at the Bison, as Jason Schlenker finished with the game-high 18 points. He was followed behind by Zayden Remick, who had 16. Our Enbridge player of the game, Parker Lettenmeyer, had 10 points off the bench. Parker Amon with 5. Miko Kobernick with 3. Barkley with those clutch 2 free throws there at the end, and Dylan Piatz with 4. As for the Bulldogs, they were led in scoring by Jace Fury with 17. He was only held to 3 points there in the second half to really, be kind of the catalyst there for that comeback for the Bison. The only other player in double figures was Michael Hoisted with 10. Trainer had 7. Yago with 8 off the bench. Olsen with 4. Mund and Cole Fury with 2 apiece. We'll step aside and we'll be joined by our player of the game, Parker Lettenmeyer, here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Your home for the North Dakota District 1 basketball tournaments is YourLiveEvent.com.
Up by 1, bounce pass inside Cadoon. Cadoon takes the ball screen jumper from 14, got it to go.
The girls' tournament tips on Friday, February 14th from Valley City State University. Boys' tournament gets underway on Friday, February 28th at the North Dakota State College of Science.
Hand off now to Rayshawn. Earl takes a ball screen, left wing. Earl, dribble, pullback, 3 on the way. Nothing but twine.
That's the District 1 basketball tournaments on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
56-50, the final score here from North Sargent. I'm joined by our Enbridge player of the game, Parker Lettenmeyer. We were talking just before we got on. You didn't see the floor in the first half. You finished the game with 10 points, as well as just bringing a great defensive effort and just overall effort to the floor. What can you say about when Coach called your number and said to go in there? What can you say about that moment as you got out there on the floor in the second half?
I just wanted to go out and prove myself, prove what I can do on offense and defense, and yeah.
Awesome, and absolutely offensive and defensive end. I saw you were one of the players that was doing a pretty good job of keeping the tabs on Fury there in the second half. What can you say about the adjustment that you guys made there on the defensive side of the ball in the second half?
To try and not let number 0 get the ball and make someone else beat us.
Big fourth quarter, 27 points there. You were able to add 2 triples as well as that one you had back in the third quarter. What can you say about the fight that your team had there in that fourth quarter to just pour it on the offensive side of the ball?
We just had to believe that we could win it and make sure that they didn't get too much momentum going into the final seconds or minutes of the game.
Absolutely. And just, final question for you. So how can you take a performance like this, a win like this on the road, how can you take that moving forward going into more district play?
Just learn from what we did in the first half and try and execute as we did in the second half to win us more games.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, our Enbridge player of the game, Parker Lettenmeyer. We'll step aside and we will hear from Coach Schmidt here on Your Live Event.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
All right, now I'm joined by head coach Dawson Schmidt. Coach, what can you say about the effort that your team gave there in that fourth quarter?
That was tremendous. I mean, I couldn't have asked more from the kids. A lot of new faces stepped up. We were missing one of our big guys tonight. People stepped up in his role.
Absolutely, and you know, we just talked to Parker, but another player who, when we talked before the game, you said Parker Amon, as well as Jason Schlenker were your 2. Yep. Schlenker played really well. Amon a little off tonight, but what can you say about the game that Zayden Remick had here tonight?
Oh, Zayden's a scrappy dude for us. He's one of our guys that gets the toughest matchup on their best player there, and he's always finding himself to get to the rim for how short he is. He's a little scrappy guy. Love having him on our team.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, great effort from him. Also one of those players that you put on Fury. So going into that fourth quarter, what did you tell your guys before that? You know, down 11. What do you tell them to be able to pull off a quarter like that?
I told them they got to believe it. Me and Coach TK can only do so much. They got to believe it. I said they were good enough to do it, and they just went out there and got it done. They had confidence in themselves.
Absolutely, and you saw that confidence throughout, and just as you know, it got closer and closer,
Yep.
You could really see that confidence. How can you take that fourth quarter performance moving forward throughout the rest of the season?
Oh, that's huge. It shows the kids what they're capable of doing when they're playing and firing on all cylinders. We took care of the ball in the fourth, made our shots, made our free throws. It's just a good fourth quarter all around to get our team going.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the win. Coach Dawson Schmidt, head coach for Barnes County North. We'll step aside and we'll be back to finish up our coverage here on your live event.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
56-50, the final score here. Barnes County North, 27 points in that fourth quarter, coming back from down 11, able to swing the margin by 17 to pick up win number 6 on the season. Also, district win number 1 on the season for the Bison. With that victory, they've now won 2 straight. They will be hosting Maple River next Tuesday before they set on the road a week from today to take on Medina, Pingree, Buchanan. As for Sargent County, they fall to 1-8 overall on the season, 1-1 in District 1 play. Next week is going to be a busy one for Sargent County, as they will be playing 4 games in just a 5-day stretch, including 3 straight. At the end of next week, the Bulldogs will travel to Rossholt on Tuesday to take on the Tri-State Tigers before traveling up to Tower City to take on the Maple River Raiders. That game was previously scheduled for last Friday. With the weather, it is now going to be part of a doubleheader between the boys and girls are also going to be playing. So girls will be playing first, roughly about 6 o'clock, followed by the boys at roughly 7:30. They'll then come back home the next night to take on the number 4 ranked Hankinson Pirates before finishing up at home against the Napoleon Imperials on Saturday, a game that was rescheduled from back in December. Both of those home games will be streamed on Your Live Event. Make sure you head to yourliveevent.com to see all upcoming action from around the area, as we are starting to kind of come to a close here in girls' regular season play. They've still got about 2-3 weeks left before they hit district tournament time. Still about a month remaining in the regular season for the boys basketball. So still plenty of time to catch all of the action here on Your Live Event. So want to thank our Enbridge player of the game, Parker Lettenmeyer, who really brought the energy, and life takes energy. Make sure that you head to enbridge.com for career opportunities. And now for our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game, They specialize in everything from basic planter maintenance to customized planter builds to meet the individual needs of their growers. The planter of the future is in your shed today. Thank you, Agassiz Precision Ag, for sponsoring our play of the game. And our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game belongs to number 24, Zayden Remick, as he was able to just carve his way to just past Michael Hoisted, make it there on the right side to get a layup, put him up 4 there in the final stretches of that one. And, being able to just handle the basketball, get down low, and finish, kind of as what Coach Schmidt said, a smaller, scrappy guy being able to finish. That's huge, and he is going to be the recipient of our Agassiz Precision Play of the game. I want to thank you all for tuning in here this evening on an exciting night of Division B District 1 boys basketball. I want to thank my cameraman Connor Olson for helping me out here tonight. I am Nick Furch. Enjoy the rest of your evening.